AIMPLB demands Supreme Court to uphold Places of Worship Act. Amid Ajmer Dargah row, AIMPLB issues demand. AIMPLB warns of explosive situation in the country. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Welcome back, and we are debating tonight the demand of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, which says that the Supreme Court of India must stop the lower courts of the country from hearing petitions related to Hindu religious sites. And the All India Muslim Personal Law Board has issued all kind of threats, including some rather unfortunate threats bordering on violence. Ladies and gentlemen, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board's arguments in defense of the Places of Worship Act, in my view, are as flimsy as they are audacious. Their letter today, which we are putting out on republicworld.com, is not just a demand, it is an exercise in arrogance wrapped in the language of coercion. They demand that the Supreme Court stop lower courts from hearing petitions related to Hindu religious sites. They call the acceptance of petitions, quote-unquote, unfortunate, as if the due process of law needs their approval. And then comes their masterstroke, a veiled threat. They warn, that failing to comply will lead to a, quote-unquote, explosive situation in the country, holding the judiciary and government responsible. Do we need this kind of warnings? Is this the language of justice? Or is this an open attempt to terrorize the nation into submission? Who gave the All India Muslim Personal Law Board the moral or legal authority to issue ultimatums like these to the judiciary of this country? Now let's peel back the layers of this act itself, the Places of Worship Act, a masterpiece of hypocrisy and discrimination. Section 3 of the Act criminalizes the conversion of places of worship, but conveniently ignores history's loot and destruction. Section 4 freezes the character of religious sites as of the day of independence, August 15, 1947, never mind the centuries of destruction inflicted by Muslim rulers on Hindu, Sikh, Jain and Buddhist places of worship in the country since 1192. And why 1947 is the cutoff date? Why should the atrocities faced by these communities, especially the Hindu community before 1947, be dismissed as irrelevant? Why should the destruction of their sacred sites by Muslim invaders, yes, I repeat, Muslim invaders, over centuries be frozen in time? This date is not just arbitrary. It is a direct blow to the right of these communities, especially the Hindu community, to reclaim their Hindu heritage and Hindu history. It is historical gaslighting. And Section 5, it exempts only the Ram Janmabhoomi, conveniently stopping short of addressing Kashi, Mathura, or countless other desecrated sites. Is this what the All India Muslim Personal Law Board calls secularism? Selective appeasement disguised as equality? Let's not forget the Congress party, riding on vote bank politics, rammed this act through Parliament in 1991. As the BJP was on the rise from 2 seats in 1984 to 120 seats in 1991 amidst the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. What was their excuse? They said it is to prevent communal clashes. But the act instead institutionalized inequality, violating Articles 14 and 15, barring judicial review, trampling over Articles 25, 26 and 29, which guarantee religious freedom. This act is not just legally questionable, but also historically unjust. And here's the kicker. Under Islamic law, a mosque requires valid Wakf acquisition. Destroying temples does not magically create a mosque. So legally, aren't these destroyed temples still temples? It's a solid line of argument. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board does not want to hear these truths. They don't want these questions asked. But we will. We will. The people of India will. The Places of Worship Act is not a beacon of secularism, ladies and gentlemen. It is a monument to hypocrisy built on the ruins of justice. And the letter of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, it's less an argument and more a desperate tantrum disguised as authority. They want to gag courts. They want to censor the media. They want to rewrite history. They want to terrorize the nation into silence. They even want to threaten the judiciary. But here's the catch. The truth does not bow to these ultimatums, and justice does not answer to threats. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board can huff and puff all it wants, but history is knocking, and this time the door will not stay shut. Let's debate.
Gyanvapi in Varanasi, Krishna Janmabhoomi in Mathura, Mosque in Uttar Pradesh's Sambhal, and now the Ajmer Sharif Dargah in Rajasthan. The demand to survey the ancient buildings is growing louder. The Hindu side claims that the Ajmer Sharif Dargah was built on the remains of a Shiva temple.
हर बिला शारदा अजमेर का बच्चा बच्चा जानता है, उनके नाम से वहाँ रोड के नाम है, सड़कों के नाम है। वो सारे साक्ष्य हमने माननीय अदालत के सामने रखे हैं। अदालत ने हमारी सारी बात मानी है। तो ये सारी चीज़ें हमने बताई हैं। और जो वहाँ बुलंद दरवाज़ा है, बुलंद दरवाज़ा पहले ही नज़र में कोई देख लेगा कि उसमें हिंदू नक्काशी और कढ़ाई जो हिंदू संस्कृति को ही दर्शाता है। इस्लामिक पद्धति सब अलग होती है।
Rajasthan court accepted a petition that claims the mausoleum of Sufi saint Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti or the Ajmer Sharif Dargah is a Shiva temple. The suit was first filed in September, seeking directions to start the worship in the temple again.
कल के दिन सिविल कोर्ट ने जिस याचिका को माना और आगे सुनवाई के लिए बढ़ाया है, इसको लेकर यहाँ पर देखिए लोगों की कई तरह की प्रतिक्रियाएं भी सामने आ रही हैं। विष्णु गुप्ता ने जिस तरह से अपनी याचिका में जिक्र किया है कि हाँ, यहाँ पर हिंदू मंदिर होने के साक्ष्य हैं, जिस महादेव शिव मंदिर की बात यहाँ पर कही गई है, उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि इसके अंदर सबूत भी हैं।
किसी की किताब में कहीं ऐसा जिक्र नहीं है कि अजमेर दरगाह में मंदिर होना या इसका अवशेष होना पाया गया हो। ये सब पब्लिसिटी स्टंट है। ये महाशय आज नींद में से उठकर आए हैं। ये इनको नहीं मालूम ये क्या हरकत कर जाएंगे। इनको तो 2-3 महीने की पब्लिसिटी मिल जाएगी आपकी मीडिया के जरिए, लेकिन इनको ये मालूम कि लाखों करोड़ों जो पूरी दुनिया के अंदर अनुयायी है, हर मजहब का आदमी इस दरगाह को मानता है, उनकी आस्थाओं को किस प्रकार से ठेस पहुंचेगी।
While the opposition says this is a Hindutva agenda,
अब नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार क्या वो कहेगी जिस पर नरेंद्र मोदी ने अपनी चादर बिछाई है बहैसियत प्रधानमंत्री कि वो दरगाह है नहीं है, ये ऐसा ही क्या बोलेगा।
the BJP is calling for a detailed investigation.
किसी ने वहाँ पर किसी माननीय ने अपना याचिका दायर की, वो जांच का विषय है। कोर्ट, माननीय कोर्ट ने उसको एक्सेप्ट किया। उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी कहाँ से आ गई।
The All India Muslim Personal Law Board, meanwhile, demands that the Supreme Court should stop lower courts from accepting petitions where questions are raised on mosques being temples originally. The question is, what is wrong in a survey?
ये फ़ायदा क्या है मुफ्ती मंजूर ज़ियाई जी, वारिस यूसुफ पठान, मुफ्ती मंजूर ज़ियाई वर्सेस शालिनी अली, who is with us today, and Ishkaran Bhandari. मुफ्ती मंजूर ज़ियाई जी, ये सब देश में एक्सप्लोसिव सिचुएशन है, ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा, सुप्रीम कोर्ट को थ्रेटन करना, दिस इज़ अमेजिंग. Warning the Supreme Court, All India Muslim Personal Law Board, that failure to do so will lead to an explosive situation across the country. मतलब पूरे देश में विस्फोटक सिचुएशन हो जाएगा. ये कैसा विस्फोट होगा ज़रा बताइए. ये जो धमकी दी जा रही है सुप्रीम कोर्ट को, मुफ्ती मंजूर जी
अर्नब, ये मैं देश के सामने 2 बातें रखना चाहूँगा और इस बात को बहुत बखूबी समझ लेना चाहिए कि अजमेर दरगाह के ताल्लुक से जिस तरीके की बातें सामने आ रही हैं, कहीं ना कहीं इंसानियत पसंद इंसान को, जो इंसानियत पसंद है, जो इंसानियत नवाज है, जो अमन व अमान के ख्वाह हैं, उन तमाम के दिलों को तकलीफ इस बात से पहुंच रही है कि आप ऐसी दरगाह जो 800 साल से ज्यादा अरसे से सरकार गरीब नवाज की बारगाह से लोग फैज हासिल करने के लिए जाया करते हैं और आया करते हैं, उनके ताल्लुक से पूरी दुनिया में अमन और शांति का पैगाम पहुंचता है। सरकार गरीब नवाज की बारगाह से अमन का ऐसा पैगाम पहुंचता है जहां पर हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई, बौद्ध, जैन, हर एक धर्म के मानने वाले लोग वहां पर अपनी मन्नतें।
तो हिंदुओं को क्या करना चाहिए मुफ्ती मंजूर जियाई जी? मैं आपसे एक पूछना चाहता हूँ मुफ्ती मंजूर जियाई जी, मुफ्ती मंजूर जियाई जी, आपको पता है कि जितने मुस्लिम रूलर्स थे, इन्वेडर्स थे, इन्होंने कई मंदिरें तोड़ी, जलाई, है ना? तो आप कह रहे हैं कि जितने हिंदू हैं इस देश में, जरा सुन लीजिए एक मिनट प्लीज, 100 करोड़ हिंदू हैं, उनको भूल जाना चाहिए। पूरे दुनिया में 140 करोड़ हिंदू हैं, इनको भूल जाना चाहिए कि कभी भी उनके मंदिरें तोड़ी गई, है ना? शिव मंदिर हो, माँ श्रृंगार गौरी हो, गणेश मंदिर हो, हनुमान मंदिर हो, उनको तोड़ा गया। आप कह रहे हैं कि हुआ तो हुआ। नहीं, आपका कहना है कि हुआ तो हुआ।
जो दूसरा पहलू में
आपका कहना है मुफ्ती साहब कि हुआ तो हुआ, अभी कुछ नहीं होगी।
नहीं अर्नब, मैं दूसरा पहलू जो मैंने दो बातें रखने की बात कही, एक तो बारगाह है गरीब नवाज की बात कही, दूसरा पहलू में हिंदू भाइयों से जो वहां से मोहब्बतें रखते हैं, उनसे रखते हैं, ताल्लुक रखते हैं, उनके सामने एक संविधान है। अगर पिछले राजाओं ने, महाराजाओं ने जो भी काम किए गए हो, जिस तरीके के भी कार्य हुए, उसके बाद उस वक्त संविधान नहीं था मुल्क में, आज संविधान है देश में और संविधान से मुल्क चलता है। संविधान ने जिस तरीके से तमाम,
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि अच्छा ठीक है, अच्छा तो मैं आपकी बात समझ गया। आप कह रहे हैं कि मैं आपकी बात समझ गया और मैं शालिनी अली और इश्करन जी आपका रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे। What you're saying in English is that it's very unfortunate that Hindu shrines have been destroyed. They have been destroyed, but there was no constitution then. कुछ नहीं हो सकता है। यानी कि आप कह रहे हैं बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि हिंदू मंदिरों को तोड़ा गया, उनके ऊपर मस्जिदें बनाई गई, मगर उस समय संविधान नहीं थी, तो इस पूरी चीज को एक्सेप्ट कर लेना चाहिए। शालिनी अली जी, आफ्टर दैट इश्करन। शालिनी जी, briefly.
See, first and foremost, you can't stop violence with violence. The same way you cannot stop a wrong by saying something wrong. Now you are trying to instigate the people, you are trying to instigate the entire community by saying that you will not listen to the following of the Supreme Court. That is absolutely wrong. Now even when there is a claim that is being made by a Hindu body regarding the shrine having a shivling under it or being a mandir, that doesn't mean the entire Hindu community is speaking for the same. I agree to the fact, I go to the dargah, lot of more Muslims and Hindus, Bauds, Jainis, everyone is going to that dargah, and we all know the history of it also. But that does not mean that the All India Muslim Personal Law Board tries to take the law in their hand and tries to instigate. Instead, they could have taken out a peace warning kind of a letter, an open letter stating or requesting to the Hindu bodies also, to that particular body also, that this is a faith, it's a faith that does not belong only to the Muslims, it belongs to the whole country. And that would have been a proper way of managing things. You cannot instigate the community by saying we will not listen to the following of the Supreme Court, first and foremost. Second thing, we have to stop, whether it is the Hindus or the Muslims, we have to stop digging into the past that goes away centuries ago. Like what the Sarsanchalak ji, Mohan Bhagwat ji said 2 years back, कि आप हर मस्जिद के नीचे शिवलिंग नहीं ढूंढ सकते हैं, उसी तरीके से आप हर एक मंदिर के नीचे मस्जिद भी नहीं ढूंढ सकते हैं. And it is time we go ahead. India has a past of having the maximum number of invasions.
Shalini, you're saying अगर वहाँ पे महादेव की मंदिर थी तो भी कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता उसके बारे में?
अगर वहाँ महादेव की मंदिर थी और अगर वहाँ पे सर्वे होता है तो उसके बाद भी आप रिक्वेस्ट भी कर सकते हैं,
और उसके ऊपर अगर दरगाह बनाई गई है तो आप कह रहे हैं कि
इतने साल हो गए हैं उस दरगाह को वहां होते हुए, आप भी जानते हैं, मैं भी जानती हूं. और अगर ट्रबल मेकर्स हैं तो ट्रबल मेकर्स दोनों मजहबों में हैं. There are fundamentalists on the Hindu side, there are fundamentalists on the Muslim side also.
You are saying how is one to address that? My question is, if there is historical evidence, what are we supposed? Are you saying, Shalini, forget it है, there is historical evidence, बहुत पुरानी बात है, इन सब चीजों को उठाने की जरूरत नहीं.
बस मैं ये कह रही हूँ, आप किसी भी चीज को क्यों उठा रहे हैं?
क्यों नहीं उठा?
मैं तो आपको ये कह रही हूँ कि अगर 800 साल से वहाँ पे मस्जिद है और उस मस्जिद के नीचे मंदिर था, तो बहुत से ऐसे मंदिर है जिसके नीचे मस्जिद थी. भारत का संविधान
एक बताइए कौन सी मंदिर है जिसके नीचे मस्जिद थी? आप जैसे आप ही इक्विवेलेंस कर रही हैं, तो मैं तो सीधा सवाल करूंगा ना शालिनी जी. एंड माय क्वेश्चन, आपने कहा कि अगर मस्जिदों के नीचे मंदिर हैं तो कई मस्जिद भी हैं जिनके नीचे मंदिर हैं। मुझे आप एक उदाहरण दे दें तो मैं डिबेट बंद कर दूंगा। शो मी वन मंदिर which has been built by destroying a mosque. One mandir, one Hindu temple which has been built by destroying a mosque. मैं चैलेंज दे रहा हूँ वारिस पठान को, शालिनी अली को और मुफ्ती जियाई जी को कि आप मुझे दिखाइए एक भी उदाहरण जहाँ पे मंदिर मस्जिद को तोड़कर मंदिर बनाई गई।
अगर आप मुझे कहें तो मैं बताऊं।
जी बताइए।
Allow me, I will make my point, sir.
जी बताइए।
The Places of Worship Act 1991 is into existence. The Places of Worship Act clearly says that all the monuments, structures, masjids standing from 15 August 1947, you cannot change the nature or character of that thing. Now, pending that, why do they require survey? That is why the people of country, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, the other are requesting the Honorable Supreme Court to issue a direction to the lower courts to stop them, to restrain them from passing orders for surveys. This is what happened in Sambal. This is not what is happening in Ajmer. Ajmer, Arnab, you want to do 800-year-old Dargah of Khaja Ajmeri. All of a sudden today they come to know that no, they want to have a survey. Where is the country being taken to by Modi and the RSS? Why do they want to create a communal tension in the country? Sambal we saw 6 people were shot dead, 6 Muslim boys got martyred. Now they have started Ajmer. And let me tell you now, from the first Prime Minister of the country, Jawaharlal Nehru, to Narendra Modi, every Prime Minister has offered a chadar there. So they were offering it to the Dargah. Now what will they say? Mohan Bhagwat time and again now is saying that har mandir ke niche jaake aap masjid mat dhuro. हर मस्जिद के नीचे जाके मंदिर मत ढूंढो, बट शिवलिंग मत ढूंढो. But who listens to him? He is the person who is trying to create a communal tension in the country. Why does he not stop? If he is so serious, tell Modi. He is the master of Modi. Why Modi does not listen to him? Why the lower courts are not listening to the orders passed by the Honorable Supreme Court of the Places of Worship Act? Why do they want to enter into a survey? Similar thing happened in Sambal.
Muslims do not listen to All India Muslim Personal Law Board. The same way all the Hindus don't listen to the RSS.
Why did they go for the second survey? Now see, when you were making your point, I was quite pleased.
The second survey,
let us have a decent debate.
I'm looking at it this way. The second survey, 1 minute. Waris, 1 minute. Waris, 1 minute. Waris, a moment.
And a cold-blooded murder.
Waris, give me a moment, yaar.
Who is responsible for that?
Yeah, give me a moment, man. Now listen to me, Waris. See, listen, there is no first survey, second survey, third survey. In the case of Sambal and Ishkaran wants to come in, there is a survey. The court says do a survey. If the court-appointed commission wants to go 100 times to do a survey, it can. There is no bar on the number of times it has to go to do a satisfactory survey.
No.
It has to do a survey and go to the court. But anyway, you are nobody to come in the way.
They conduct a survey at 6:30. 9:30 they come out and say survey ho gaya. No, Arnab, they made a statement that survey ho gaya. Then what was the need for...
Waris, let me tell you one thing. Waris, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. I have the greatest respect and regard for the Dargah. I'm saying so today. And everybody on this program knows that I have been always saying this, that I have always admired the nationalistic zeal of the Chishtis and the Chishti family, right? And who are the hereditary caretakers, and we all do. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. You 1 minute, please, yaar. मैं बात सुन लीजिए भाई आप all of a sudden अरे भाई all of a sudden नहीं है. What I am saying is, if like in the case of Varanasi, an archaeological investigation of the property is permitted by the Varanasi court, the case goes all the way to the Supreme Court, the survey is carried out, the results are released. There is a process. Now my question to Ishkaran is, there is another argument.
Where does this stop? No, where does this process stop? If tomorrow somebody says that Arnab, below your studio, there is something. Will you allow that?
1 minute. Don't be a hypocrite. I know you are a hypocrite. You and I, between both of us know. 1 minute. Waris, listen. You and I know your secret. You and I both know that you are a hypocrite. But you don't have to tell the whole world that. Where was this position that you took when the Wakf issue came out? When the Wakf said Parliament of India, Delhi airport is built on Wakf land? Did you take... No, what I now? What do you mean I? Why are you stuttering now?
The Supreme Court has said, If it is a Wakf property, how can you say it is not a Wakf property?
Yeah,
If
who
it
the hell is a
property,
Wakf to say it's a Wakf property, man?
Ensure, Arnab, kindly go and look into the procedure.
I mean, I don't teach. Okay, now I'm getting Ishkaran on. Ishkaran, where do you stop on this? Today, the point is also, we need communal amity in this country. We need communal amity in this country. We don't need to pick up multiple issues. The counter argument is that if we
kindly study Wakf properly.
Arnab, it's a question to me now. Can I come in?
The question is to Ishkaran.
You are busy with WhatsApp messages. Kindly go and study what is Wakf, how it is work, how a gazette is done, how a notification is issued, and then it property belongs to.
Are you a member of any Wakf board? Are you a member of any Wakf board?
Modi wants to take away.
Are you a member of any Wakf board? One minute.
He probably.
Are you a member of any Wakf board?
The Wakf was working.
But I know.
No. 1 minute. Waris, have you leased any Wakf land? Have you leased any Wakf property? Is it true that you have in your possession some Wakf property which you've leased out?
I have dealt with so many Wakf properties. Sir, in my area there are 4 Wakf properties. In my area itself there are 4 Wakf properties in my area, and I know how they are Wakf. Wakf, a person is.
Which means you have a commercial interest.
Benefit and the purpose.
Which means you have a commercial interest.
It is called Wakf.
You have a commercial interest. You have a commercial interest.
For the betterment of the orphanages, for the orphans, for the madrasas, you must be working for commercial interest. I have an interest for the social cause, for the social justice.
Anyway, going back to Ajmer Dargah, how many such cases should be opened up, Ishkaran, and why? Ishkaran, please. Let's get Ishkaran.
Don't say, Arnab, your studio is all Wakf property.
Arnab, can you lower his feeder? It's an important topic. I won't shout on this topic, Arnab. Arnab, please, are you coming to me after 20 minutes of the debate? I will not get into a shouting match on this topic. I need to put my views out. So either please lower his feeder or you go to him.
Procedure of law.
You continue.
Continue, Ishkaran, yaar, come on.
Arnab, there are 3 people on this debate who in different language have the same viewpoint. I am the only one with a different viewpoint. So please give me adequate time without interruption. I did not interrupt a single speaker. The question is how many temples need to be restored? If you broke one temple and illegally captured that temple, one has to be restored. If you broke 100, 100 have to be restored. If you broke 1,000, 1,000 have to be restored. There is an old legal maxim which says justice needs to be done though heavens may fall. You cannot always put the burden on Hindus to adjust with injustice because there are other people who are threatening violence. That is not going to fly in an independent country. Nobody is saying that a thing which is not provable in court should be done. But people have the fundamental right of access to justice. And if the courts believe that justice requires that mandir existed, then that has to be gone into, whether it be one or whether it be 40,000. That's just a position of law. Now, I want to speak something else which is very important here, Arnab. There is a direct... Arnab, there is a direct threat being given to judiciary by people dog whistling. And I want to read out certain tweets by so-called journalists. One Miss Arfa Khanunam Sherwani, she tweets a photograph of 3 boys and writes on top of it, Justice Chandrachud, this is on you. This direct blaming, and there are other people like Miss Rana Ayub, maybe your favorite journalist, who also names Justice Chandrachud and then says who is responsible for the loss of 4 lives. So from Supreme Court to District Court, if courts pass orders as per law, then you start blaming them for violence done by a mob. Arnab, this same strategy is employed against Parliament when Parliament passes a CAA law because you do a Shahin Bagh and you try to frustrate the orders of
4 women have been arrested. Imagine 4 Muslim women have been arrested in this Sampan incident. What was then for? What did they do?
Nothing. But
you randomly pick up. You say they came out in wearing masks. You say that they came with stones.
You start blaming judges.
What was the local intelligence unit doing when such kind of thing?
I think that the way I look at it, the way I look at it is no. 1 minute. I need a moment. No. I need a moment. No. I need a moment. I need a moment.
Has the right to go to
Ishkaran.
I can put so many tweets by right fellows. A person is dead and you are putting a heart up before that. A person is dead, a person is martyred, and the right-wing trollers, Arnab, they don't have any heart. They don't have any heart, they don't have any emotions. They are putting a happy heart there. अरे कभी कल किसी को मरना है, Ishkaran, मौत के किसकी रिश्तेदारी है? आज हमारी तो कब तुम्हारी बारी है। याद रखना एक दिन सबको मरना है। किसी की मौत का मजाक नहीं उड़ाना जिंदगी में, इस तरह की मजाक मत उड़ाना। अरे मरना सबको एक दिन, मौत पर है, एक दिन सबको मरना है। मजाक बना रहे हो, मजाक बना रहे हो लोगों का। शर्म आनी चाहिए आप जैसे लोगों को।
शर्म आनी चाहिए कि आप जस्टिस का प्रॉब्लम है।
किसी की मौत का मजाक बनाते हो आप लोग को शर्म नहीं आती है? किसी की मौत का मजाक बना रहे हो आप लोग को शर्म नहीं आती है? इश्करन, एक लड़का बेचारा जवान लड़का 17 साल का गिरा हुआ पड़ा है, उसको गोली लगी है, मर गया है, आप उसको ट्वीट करते हो और
Shalini is on the debate. I have a bad audio there. Shalini on the left, because there's a bad audio line there.
It was an order. That order should have been passed. It was the responsibility of the locals over there to have listened to and hear the law enforcement agencies. When you are not hearing it, when you are receiving WhatsApp, that please come, अपना सामान लेकर आइए वहाँ पे और लड़ाई करिए। आप एक बात सुन लीजिए, आप किसी भी अदालत के खिलाफ खड़े हो जाएंगे तो आप गलत होंगे, गोलियां चलेगी। जब पुलिस आपको वहाँ पे बोल रही है हट जाइए, सर्वे होने दीजिए, उसके बाद भी आप सर्वे नहीं होने दे रहे, ये गलत है। और इसमें आप जैसे लोगों का अगर वहाँ पे मौत हुई है वो आप जैसे लोगों की वजह से हुई है, समाजवादी पार्टी की वजह से हुई है। You people do not instigate the poor residents over there. You instigated people over there.
And that 6 Muslim youths have lost their life.
They have lost lives because of people like you. They have lost lives because of people like you who have instigated them. Stop blabbering away on TV and take the responsibility that you and the Samajwadi Party should have not given any WhatsApp message.
I want to come in for a moment. I want to come in for a moment, but I'll tell you one thing, viewers. I'll only speak if there is.
Stop the lower courts from passing such
Shalini, 1 minute. Shalini, 1 minute. I need to. Okay, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. No. Everybody will have to be quiet and then I'll speak. Put the fader down. I want to say something tonight. And I need to be allowed to speak for 90 seconds uninterrupted. Viewers, there are people who are claiming today that the existence of Ajmer Sharif Dargah is under threat. This includes some frustrated lawyers who always lose cases in court. This includes people like Owaisi. This includes people like Waris Pathan. In my view, they are all making a mountain of a molehill. What is the... Actually, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Let me tell you what has happened. There is a Hindu Sena which has said that, quiet please, quiet please. There is a... His voice fader needs to be down and otherwise I will not speak. Viewers, nothing has happened. You know why this has happened? Why this has happened is because I put your fader down and you look very funny when you're speaking in silence. So I have a good sense of humor, so I feel amused by it. But you need to listen to me now. I'll tell you something. Viewers, nothing has happened. There's a lawsuit which is filed by the Hindu Sena, which is laying claim to the Dargah of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, saying we have historical evidence that there is a Mahadev Mandir there. Okay. What has the court done? Court has done nothing. Court has given a notice to Archaeological Survey of India and court has given a notice to Union Ministry of Minority Affairs. Why? Because they need to know what is the position of the ASI. Has any decision been taken? No. Normal procedure से एक नोटिस भेजी गई है. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है. मगर जिनको भड़काने वाले हैं, भड़कने वाले नहीं, जो भड़काना चाहते हैं वो वारिस पठान हो या ऑल इंडिया मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड हो या फिर इधर जिन मौका परस्त लोग जो है उनको लगा कि अच्छा मौका है मुसलमानों को भड़काओ, बोलो कि अजमेर शरीफ दरगाह पे नजर है किसी की. अरे कोई नजर नहीं है. नॉर्मल कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. अभी मुस्कुरा रहे देखिए, क्योंकि इनको पता है कि मैंने इनको पकड़ लिया रंगे हाथ. Viewers, these people are provoking Muslims when nothing has happened. A normal procedure, a notice has been given. You go to the court today and say Waris Pathan is a murderer. Waris Pathan will get a notice to prove that he is not a murderer. Doesn't prove anything. You have seen a golden opportunity to provoke Muslims here. You want to provoke Muslims. You want to provoke Muslims. You have no vote bank.
News coming. How can 75 lakh more voters come to vote?
Who voters?
This everything to divert the mind of the nation. Adani is gone. संबल का लेके आ गया, बाद में आप अजमेर दरगाह का लेकर आ गए.
कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. झूठ फैला रहे हैं आप. You are spreading lies. It's a normal procedure.
His work has always been to instigate.
I'm telling you, this is all.
Such a way, Arnab.
This is just instigation.
It's
Viewers, I'm
just
telling you,
instigation.
Waris Pathan and All India Muslim Personal Law Board are purely Shalini instigating. They are finding a chance to instigate Muslims, if you're watching the program, listen to me. Muslims, Waris Pathan is a liar. Waris Pathan is a liar. He's provoking you. Don't get provoked.
Everybody says Arnab Goswami is the biggest liar.
We don't want
everybody knows
everybody
knows what you do.
I always show you the mirror. I've got a good humor. I always show you a mirror, Arnab. Don't lie.
No, today notice has been given. Is a notice not normal court procedure? Where have you studied your law, man? You know nothing. ना लॉ पता है ना पॉलिटिक्स पता है. पॉलिटिक्स में आप लोग फेलियर है, लॉ में फेलियर है आप. अरे नॉर्मल प्रोसीजर है. Ishkaran Bhandari is giving a notice, not a normal procedure. Is this a which is the first day of hearing? Even there is no first day of hearing which is being decided. It's obviously normal procedure.
Parties have been called in.
Ishkaran, improve your link, man.
Netflix series.
Where did?
Rather than watching Netflix series, kindly read the Places of Worship Act. Kindly read the Places of Worship Act.
Please also read that you are not supposed to challenge the court. Please also read you are not supposed to instigate the community. Please also read that you should be learning to learn from your mistakes. All India Muslim Personal Law Board and people like you are the ones who are responsible for what happened at Sambal. We have to, and I'm calling out to the whole community that all Muslims should start ignoring the All India Muslim Personal Law Board because they have done nothing for the Muslims.
Don't create hatred. In my great nation Bharat, don't try to divide the community in the lines of religion. In my great country Bharat, please follow the Places of Worship Act 1991. In my great country Bharat, don't try to misuse the constitution. Follow the constitution given to us by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Follow the constitution.
I'll tell you one thing. It's so sad. If I ask Waris a question, I'll expose him. So I'll ask him the question. Waris, since you're saying that Ajmer Dargah is being threatened, is it not true that you're an absolute liar and the truth is that there is no survey that has been planned so far on the Ajmer Dargah? When is the survey?
Order for survey is there. Arey sir, they have moved the petition before the magistrate.
Order for survey is not there.
That is why we say the Supreme Court.
Order for survey is not there. Order for survey has not been given.
Arey Arnab,
don't you know the news?
Everything from a mole it started and became a mountain, and today we have lost our Babri Masjid.
Now he's saying now he's hoping it becomes a mountain.
No.
See, Ishkaran, he cannot give a date for a survey. I caught him lying. I have caught him lying openly today on television. Shame on you. Shame on you for lying and instigating. There should be a legal case against you.
Same thing with CA. I will find a legal case against
throw Indian Muslims out of the country. CA did not affect any Indian Muslim. The same
I will take you to the courts.
They had such a big procession take place for CA and RC. I totally agree. And these are the people who have been instigating people. He needs to be banned, man.
You
have to stop calling people like him.
The man is extremely dangerous.
He is very dangerous.
Waris Pathan is a very dangerous man.
You have to tell each and everyone, please don't listen to what he is saying.
I am Waris Pathan. I am cool. I am not
You're
dangerous.
the same.
I am not Modi.
You are spilling poison.
I am not Modi or Arnab Goswami. You are very dangerous for the nation. I am not Arnab Goswami.
You're a venomous man. You're a venomous man who had said 15%, 85% statement आपने किया था.
You are just
अरे he's waiting कि वहाँ पथराव हो जाए, वहाँ पे लोग swords निकाले, वहाँ पे लोग कट्टे निकाले, जो संबल में हुआ he is wanting to अजमेर में भी हो जाए.
Change your tactics, Arnab. Free advice.
Oh my God.
Otherwise what?
Free advice. Change your tactics.
Otherwise what?
Don't spread lies and canards.
Otherwise what?
Nation is watching.
Otherwise what?
Otherwise legal
Otherwise
action.
what?
Legal action against you as per
Really
constitution.
legal action
You want
against
to be
me
by
for
Dr.
exposing you on
Baba Saheb
national
Ambedkar.
television?
Legal
File a case
action
against me and say,
as per law.
my lords,
Legal action.
I have been exposed by Arnab Goswami on Republic on live TV, who asked me, is anything more than a notice?
Every day. Since 10 years I am exposing you every night.
Well, I
Since
mean, the
last
fact
10
of the
years,
matter
I'm
is, can you tell
exposing
me whether
sitting
there
on
is a
your channel
survey in the
every night on
Ajmer?
Times.
No. Is there a
On
survey?
your prime time.
You said there was a survey which is going to be done on the
Those were
Dargah.
lies.
And I'm
Those
asking
were
you,
lies.
when is the survey?
Why you are after the Dargah?
When is the
Arnab?
survey?
Arnab, please
Since
tell
there
the
is no
nation
survey, why
you are
don't you
after the
apologize to me?
800-year-old
Is there a survey?
Millions of people.
You
have
liar.
visited
Is there a
Dargah.
survey? You're a liar.
Arnab, please. Arnab,
Is there a
for
survey?
10 seconds, take time from your channel and your commentary and tell the nation.
Why don't you do
please
some
don't
research
go
before you
behind
come on my
Dargah
show?
and
When is the survey?
folded hands.
Tell Ishkaran and tell Shalini, when is the survey? हाथ जोड़ने से कुछ नहीं होगा. You can't run away now. Where is the survey? Where is the survey? हाथ जोड़ो मत मेरे सामने. मैं माफ नहीं करूंगा अभी आपको. अभी माफ नहीं करूंगा. झूठ बोला था मेरे प्रोग्राम पे. झूठ बोला था.
अरे भाई आप
सर्वे नहीं है. हाथ जोड़ने से नहीं होगा. बोलिए झूठ बोला था. बोले मैंने झूठ बोला. Say lie. Say lie.
पेटिशन क्या है?
You lied.
पेटिशन किसने डाला?
सर्वे कब है?
पेटिशन किसने डाला?
सर्वे कब है?
किस लिए डाला?
मैंने नहीं डाला, आपने डाला होगा. किसने? सर्वे कब है?
सोएंगे तो
सर्वे कब है?
बारिश को झूठा
सर्वे कब है?
आप जब आज रात को सोने जाएंगे आप
सर्वे कब है?
अरे पेटिशन क्यों डाला?
सर्वे कब है?
पेटिशन क्यों डाला?
मैंने नहीं डाला.
पेटिशन क्यों डाला?
एडवोकेट ने डाला.
अरे यही तो हुआ.
हिंदू
19
सेना
तारीख
ने
को
डाला.
सर्वे कर दिया.
सर्वे कब है?
19 तारीख को सर्वे कर दिया.
सर्वे कब है?
इसको दूसरा सर्वे
संभल और
कर दिया.
अजमेर को मिक्सअप
अरे
मत
हम लोग
करो.
बेवकूफ
झूठ मत
नहीं है.
बोलो.
इसी
रंगे हाथ
तरह से
पकड़ेंगे.
19 का सर्वे
You've been
हुआ.
caught red-handed.
4 बजे ऑर्डर दिया. 6:30 बजे सर्वे. 24 तारीख का फिर सर्वे. अरे अर्नब, अब देश का नागरिक जाग चुका है.
Putting संभल in the context. What a liar this man is.
See, this is what they do. This is what I always tell you, that they have to be ignored.
People by lying on
We
national
don't want
television.
leaders like
Don't
that.
spread lies, Arnab.
You're a professional liar.
Intention.
Take out
We got
WhatsApp
intention of the
messages.
petition.
He's a
reels
professional
were-
liar.
Of course,
He's a qualified liar.
No, he's
Madam,
poisonous. He
I
needs
cannot
to be
see a
locked
reason.
away.
He needs to be locked up.
He needs to be locked
I
away.
am
He's
a
poisonous,
true-
and he
I
cannot
was a
be
person. I
one of the
exposed the
leaders
liars.
for
I
our
exposed the liars
community.
like Arnab
I
Goswami in the right
am
wing polls every
requesting
night on
each
the
and
television.
every Muslim
And I'll
today
keep exposing
to
you.
please don't
I will
listen
keep
to people
exposing
like
you
him.
because I have got the constitution with me.
Why doesn't he
put it
talk
up.
about
I talk this.
education?
Don't behave like
Why
Rahul
doesn't he
Gandhi.
Follow
talk
the
about
constitution of
literacy?
Don't behave like Rahul
I
Gandhi.
follow the constitution given to me by Dr. Baba
Don't
Saheb
behave like
Ambedkar.
Rahul Gandhi.
Why doesn't he
I
talk
follow
about
this.
education,
I follow
literacy,
this.
Stop
jobs
covering
for
your face.
Muslims? Why doesn't he talk
I
about
follow-
upliftment?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Waris Pathan has been exposed so badly on television today. He's trying to hide behind the constitution. Don't hide behind the constitution. Don't hide behind it. You don't respect. You don't respect.
This is my strength.
You don't respect.
This is my strength.
No, you don't
To
even
expose
understand.
The lies of you and your
Ladies and
lies.
gentlemen, Waris
This is my
Pathan
strength.
is
I
behaving like an
expose
embarrassment on national television today. And he's spreading lies in the context of
This is my
Ajmer Sharif,
strength.
which I have
my
exposed 100% tonight.
This is
I
my
thank you.
strength.
Waris, put out on Twitter your apology.
Petition.
Apologize for lying today.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally in the
I
Lok
take
Sabha, Waris, I'm sorry, I have exposed you. It's very sad. Please apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 3 days in the Lok Sabha, it's just not being allowed to function. It has functioned only for 34 minutes. Is it right? Is it fair that Parliament in 3 days is allowed to work only for 34 minutes? Is that what you and I pay our taxes for? Is this what the nation deserves? Let's debate.
New session, same old disruption tactic by the opposition.
Is it a challenge? The House stands adjourned.
On the first day of the winter session of the Parliament, Lok Sabha was adjourned in just 13 minutes.
सभा की कार्रवाई 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Rajya Sabha was adjourned in 46 minutes.
The House stands adjourned.
On second day, that is 27th of November, the Lok Sabha was adjourned in 18 minutes over uproar by the opposition on Sambhal violence.
प्लीज अपने सीट पर बैठिए प्लीज सभा की कार्रवाई गुरुवार दिनांक 28 नवंबर 2026 को प्रातः 11 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Meanwhile, Rajya Sabha was adjourned in just 36 minutes amid ruckus by the opposition.
The House is adjourned to meet at 11:30 a.m. today.
Question number 41.
On day 3, that is the 28th of November, the Lok Sabha was adjourned in just 15 minutes after the proceedings began.
आप सदन चलाना चाहते हैं, चर्चा करना चाहते हैं, सदन की कार्रवाई आज 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है.
While Rajya Sabha was adjourned in 15 minutes after raucous over Adani indictment row.
कोई सदस्य सभापति की सहमति से सबसे बड़ी सर आपके बगैर तो यहाँ पत्ता भी नहीं हिल सकता.
ऐसा कीजिए, ये बात आप जयराम जी को भी बताइए.
सर
मेरे बहुत अच्छे मित्र हैं, जयराम जी को ये बात बताइए.
सर इस समय
सभापति की सहमति से ही होता है.
इसमें गंभीर है, सरकार को जवाब.
नथिंग इज गॉन रिकॉर्ड. नहीं. The House stands adjourned to meet at 12 noon today.
3 days into the Parliament session, and yet no fruitful discussion has taken place after opposition stalled the Parliament. 16 bills are in the pipeline to be introduced in both the houses.
Question number 41.
And disruption is not the answer.
आप सदन चलाना चाहते हैं, चर्चा करना चाहते हैं.
Shubh Malhotra of the Aam Admi Party, my first question is to you. Kamru Chaudhary, political analyst, backs the Congress, and Vivek is back, Jyotsna Tirungari of the TDP, and Sanju Verma of the BJP. Shubh Malhotra, the cumulative amount of time which the Parliament continued its business for in the first 3 days of the winter session is 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is 6.48%, 6%, less than 6.5% of the total scheduled time. Right? What kind of an achievement is this for the opposition?
Well, I know that the BJP has been trying to send across all these numbers and all these percentages to make the key issue nebulous in front of the people. But unfortunately, it seems that they are not aware of the objective of the Parliament. Because 18 notices to discuss the Adani fraud and to discuss the immense issue of law and order in Delhi were put forward to the Rajya Sabha chairman Jaideep Dhankar. He rejected these 18 notices, and mind you, very few subjects in the Parliament have seen so many notices for discussion in one go, in which all the opposition parties have been involved, and it was rejected by the chairman, Mr. Dhankar. So of course it is going to create a ruckus, because it's by no means a small matter. 2,200 crores of bribery has taken place in this country in exchange for contracts to sell electricity at higher price to Indian taxpayers, a fraud by the Adani group. What could be more important than discussing this? Why was this rejected? What could be more important than discussing that Delhi is becoming a gangsters ki Rajdhani?
So are you saying, Shubh, may I, just one minute. See, there are two issues here, Sanju. One is the discussion that the opposition wants on the Adani issue. The other, however, Shubh, seems to be that you also want to turn the Parliament, because it's happening before the Delhi elections, into an opportunity to debate issues which may be more politically sellable for you in the context of this being a pre-election session. So you obviously want to turn it to your benefit, but why shouldn't Parliament be about passing legislation and less about this? Political issues should take up 20%. They can't take 100% of the Parliament's time. I'm allowing a counter. Sanju, why not debate the Adani issue? See, settle it. Debate the Adani issue.
Arnab, I heard
debate it.
I had
a debate on the Adani issue yesterday between Ariman Sundaram and Mahesh Jetpalani on my program. It was brilliant. And let's debate it. Why not debate it?
Can I please come in, Arnab?
Yes.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, Hindi mein kahavat hai, हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और. The Aam Admi Party spokespeople come on national TV and ये लोग जो मोरालिटी का जामा पहनकर नैतिकता पर भाषण देते हैं, ये हास्यास्पद है. It is laughable, and I will tell you why it is laughable. When 2016 there was dengue, Arvind Kejriwal was busy treating his throat infection at the Jindal clinic in Bengaluru. In 2020-2021, at the peak of COVID pandemic, Arvind Kejriwal said, "Mujhse na ho payega." Thank God we had Narendra Modi and Amit Shah who actually stepped in and saved Delhi, where people were falling down like a pack of cards. So for the Aam Aadmi Party, जब हरियाणा में कुछ होता है तब ये कहते हैं बीजेपी इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, उत्तर प्रदेश में कुछ होता है कहते हैं योगी आदित्यनाथ इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, मध्य प्रदेश में कुछ होता है कहते हैं मोहन यादव इज responsible. Now let me tell you, law and order comes under the central government, but PWD, sanitation, health, pollution, water resources, all these come under the ambit of the Aam Aadmi Party. Arvind Kejriwal did not get along with the LG, then Rajiv Jung. Arvind Kejriwal did not get along with the then LG Anil Baijal. Arvind Kejriwal refuses to get along with the LG now.
No, 1 minute. Don't make it a Delhi debate.
So basically, Arvind Kejriwal needs an excuse to
anything to protect Mr. Adani.
1 minute. Shub is countering. Yes, Shub.
Anything to protect Mr. Adani and not talk about it. Your party is doing it in the parliament. You protecting your friend Mr. Adani, the Modi government, and now you are doing it over here. It seems like you are more of a spokesperson of Adani than you are a spokesperson of Bharatiya Janata Party. I mean, what is BJP's ED and CBI doing? Why are they sleeping for all their hatred against Aam Aadmi Party and the government, and hopefully it is not able to handle the situation in Delhi? 3 months and 12 gangs are shoot out of bombing. Numerous threats to business persons for non-payment of ransom money in the capital of India. Highest crimes against women and children. Every day, 15 kidnappings.
Taxpayers to the tune of more than 6,900 crores in the liquor scam. The Delhi Jal Board was a profit-making entity. Today, Delhi Jal Board is a loss-making entity thanks to your Kejriwal. Do you remember 4 students died in the Rao IAS training center thanks to your
Okay,
Kejriwal?
Shub, I'm losing the audio there. Kamru, if you want to debate the Adani issue, is it about the Adani?
Minors are doing robbery in lakhs 6 kilometers from the Home Minister's house. When they were getting what is your police doing? What is the Home Minister doing?
Because your Arvind Kejriwal refuses to have desilting done. Your Arvind Kejriwal refuses to have flood water drainage system in place. You spend 9,000 crores every year on PWD as per the Delhi budget.
No, but this
Where
is...
has that 9,000 crores
I can't hear Shub. Can you fix the audio, please? What are you doing?
Basic desilting. Why have you not done basic
Shub's
desilting?
audio, please, yeah?
Liquor scam में आपने लगभग 7,000 करोड़
Shub's audio.
taxpayers को fleece दिया.
Am I not audible?
You are now.
I seem to be hearing myself very well.
You are.
So I want to understand 6 kilometers from the Home Minister's house, women have been gang raped. Minors are doing robbery of lakhs of crores in 6 kilometers from the Home Minister's house. And he wants to discuss, he doesn't want to discuss this in the Indian Parliament. He should be ashamed of himself. 2,200 crores of bribery from one of the highest in the history of India in exchange for contracts to Mr. Adani to sell electricity at higher prices to Indian taxpayers, to defraud Indian taxpayers.
Okay, now I'm bringing in Jyotsna and Kamru, please, and the others. Thank you very much. Jyotsna, why not debate Adani? The more you don't debate the issue, we might end up losing a whole session of Parliament. For me, that's the concern. Have it done with. Have a debate. Allocate, say, a full day to it. Let everybody take their position. What's wrong?
I think
absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Arnab, let me speak. The point is that there is a procedure. First thing, what we are seeing for the past 3 days is ruckus, chaos and disruption. Why? People who claim that they are protectors of Constitution are today doing literally mockery of Constitution. That's something that we all have to debate. And regarding, yes, Adani, I will also speak. Adani group ka jo matter hai, it's in the alleged involvement in bribery and financial impropriety, whatever it is there, it is currently under investigation and legal proceedings in United States of America. Is it not correct?
This is India, madam. This is India. Don't be so blind that it is in the United States of America, so it should not be investigated in India.
Let me complete,
What a nonsense argument. What a nonsense argument. Come to the point. I know you have already...
Let me complete. If you don't allow me to speak, I think this is what
Kamru after him. Kamru after him. After her, I'll come to you.
I think, sir, when a matter is sub judice, they want to talk about it, there is a proper procedure to approach for it.
Doesn't make any logic.
Sir, will you let me talk? For God's sake, please let me talk. I'm putting my point. If you have any objection,
please speak logic. I will not interrupt you.
Sir, I think we have enough logic, probably more than anybody else. I think I should say that.
No, before the Maharashtra elections, there was an AI-generated audio clip on a Bitcoin scam implicating the India Alliance leaders, and the next day the ED filed a case FIR against the ED scam in the Bitcoin scam. Now in Adani case, the US court has already indicted Mr. Adani and his fellow complaint. Then why is the government shying away from ordering an investigation? By avoiding parliamentary debates.
No, Kamru, my point is, see, Kamru, let Jyotsna complete, I'll come to you. Jyotsna, complete your point. Jyotsna, complete your point. Complete your point, Jyotsna.
What my point is, the matter is sub judice, one thing. And second thing is, we have laws that are to be passed in the Lok Sabha. I'll quote today, especially today, we had the banking laws to be passed. We had the Railways Act to be bill to be passed in the Lok Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha, we had the Bharati Vayan Vidayak to be passed. So why are we shy? Sir, if they're asking for, my question is, Arnabji, if they're asking for discussion, isn't that
okay, we would like to, may I step in here since you made your point? See, Kamru, there is a procedure in Parliament, okay?
Absolutely.
I have been a Parliament reporter for many years. There is a procedure, there are notices, questions, answers. If you are sincere, 1 minute, if you have sincerity, you should follow the process. There is a question hour at 11 o'clock. I think it stops at 12 o'clock, 5 days a week. You can ask start questions, unstart questions, short notice questions, and questions to private members. One MP can ask up to 20 starred questions in 1 day of Parliament. There's a process. You have to follow you can't come as a team and say, I will not let Parliament function.
Oh, Arnab, wait a second.
Are there supposed to be no rules in the Parliament of India?
No. 2,500 crores of public money has been involved, and the US court has said that this money has been paid to the Andhra government officials. Now, do you think that this is a question hour question, the Adani question? Adani question needs to be answered by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Suppose
I say, okay, Kamru, I say this, 1 minute, I have a question on this. No, 1 minute, Sanju. 1 minute, Sanju. I have a very valid point. Now, as you know, there is an ongoing court case regarding the alleged dual citizenship of Rahul Gandhi, where it has been alleged in the court that Rahul Gandhi had applied and got British citizenship and therefore should not be valid to his citizenship. And the court has given a notice to the Ministry of Home Affairs and told them to get back by the middle of December on the truth about the dual citizenship allegation against Rahul Gandhi. Suppose BJP says, Vivek, I will not let Parliament function on the dual citizenship issue of Rahul Gandhi. Congress will say, how? There's a process. How can you do that? Yeah. That way anybody can stop Parliament over any issue.
But you know the date...
No, 1 minute.
Vivek? The Rahul Gandhi's case is on 19th of December this year that the court is going
So there is a business advisory committee which has 14 members, which decides the allocation of time to House business with the Speaker of its head. There are 6 India Alliance members in the Business Advisory Council discussion. Gaurav Gogoi, K. Suresh, Dayanidhi Maran. Did they sit and discuss? Arvind Sawant, Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, Lalji Verma.
All of them have submitted adjournment motions. None of them have been.
So there is a process.
No, what is the process? A process that indicts Indian government in creating monopolistic businesses in the country. Is that a crime that the opposition is doing?
But Shubh, no, it's not a crime. No. But no, 1 minute. It's not a crime. But you can't say we will not discuss anything except Adani will not let any work happen.
Last year, Arnab, 150 MPs have been kicked out of the parliament just because the government did not want to discuss the Manipur issue.
You can discuss Manipur, you can discuss Adani, you can discuss anything, but in question hour, in proper way, by giving notice, Shubh.
No,
this is not the way.
This is not a question.
Notices were given by all the opposition parties. They were rejected by the Rajya Sabha chairperson, and it is a shameful thing that has happened in the parliament. But it is not just about the parliament. Of course, why didn't the central government be able to detect the fraud that was happening?
And notice
was there ED, CBI, IT department?
Okay, viewers,
notice given for no.
Was it overpowered by the love for Mr. Adani?
Given for zero notice has to be given before 10 a.m. on that particular day.
Against whom they have not been able to provide one shred of evidence, and a bribery of 2,200 crores was happening under the news.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that my suggestion is this. Okay, can I offer a suggestion, though it is most unsolicited? Have a debate for one day, keep the debate open, we will all broadcast it live. All of you speak on Adani, but then finish it, and after that, let's get down to business. I say back to business.
And talk on National Herald also. Why don't you
I have one day on National Herald.
Yeah, National Herald scam and Delhi liquor scam.
What is there?
Then I have one day on liquor scam. So don't do any work in Parliament.
You cannot generalize it like that.
Why don't you do a parallel? Okay, here's a radical suggestion.
I'm seeing that there is a very...
No, Shubh, I'll tell you. Shubh, I think...
I'm seeing a very concerted attempt on part of Bharatiya Janata Party to dilute this issue and say that this is just a very small issue and there are bigger things that need to... What needs to be discussed?
Okay, you know, let there be two parliament sessions parallel to each other. In one side you work, and then in Parliament Annex C you have a debating society. Let there be a legislative society and a debating society. I would love to join the debating society. I'll anchor the program. Let there be a parallel debate on all issues. We'll do a live Republic session from there. But for God's sake, get the business done, ladies and gentlemen. Get the business done. We'll see you tomorrow sharp at 8 and 9 tomorrow once again. It's been a great debate. For now, good night.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.